Trying a one-size-fits-all approach to your coaching business is a surefire way to burn out and blend in. Sadly, we have so many coaches in this space that try to sell this cookie cutter coach approach, or so I call it. Essentially what they're doing is they're telling you how many times a day you need to post, what you need to post, what you need to say to your clients, how you need to run your coaching sessions. And then what ends up happening is you're exhausted before you even begin because you're not creating a coaching business that's sustainable because it's not aligned with who you really are. I'm teaching a totally free training called 6 Steps to Stand Out as a Highly Sought After Coach. And in this training, I literally teach you how to stand out and in turn be able to sell out of your offers because you're no longer blending in and you're able to call in and magnetize your clients and your audience to you. If you want more details about the training, you can definitely click the link below. But in today's video, what I want to chat about is I want to talk about the ways in which you can be intentional about standing out as a coach so that in turn you can be able to sell out all of your offers and really draw in those dream clients that you desire and deserve. The first step to standing out as a highly sought after coach is to leverage your authenticity. If you're trying to be someone that you're not, you're going to burn out before you even begin because you're exhausted. So this could go down to you changing your voice to be somebody that you're not. This can go down to you changing the way that you write to be somebody that you're not. It's exhausting. I remember when I first started my business, I am not a person that cusses. Don't judge people that do. I just don't cuss. It's not really in my language, my vocabulary. And my coach told me that the only way that I would get like a shock factor was to make people think that I cussed and start using cussing in my content online. And I remember just feeling exhausted trying to create content and force myself to say words and, different phrases that weren't really who I was. And I was exhausted. I felt defeated. I felt overwhelmed, all the things. It wasn't until I said, you know what, this is just who I am and it just works for me. And so I found different ways to create shock factors to draw in my audience. And it's really cool because I draw in people of all backgrounds with all different ways that they talk, but it's cool because I get to just be me, not somebody I'm not, right? And the truth is when you are authentic, you're not going to burn out. You're actually going to gain momentum because you get to just be you. The second way to stand out as a coach is to give other people permission to be themselves simply by being yourself. So I remember when I first started my business, everyone was like, you have to niche, you have to niche, you have to niche. But for me, I was really passionate about these two very different things. And so I tried to niche, but I felt really restricted. I felt boxed in. I felt overwhelmed. And so for me, I decided, you know what? I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to go after both things that I'm really passionate about. And I was able to do so successfully because I was able to just be me. When I learned human design, which is an amazing modality that helps you to understand who you're literally designed and made to be, I started to realize that my human design is supposed to be multi-passionate, and I began to embrace that. And by me just literally being me, I showed other people that it was safe to be themselves. And I would show up online and I would talk about that. I talk about how scared I was to do something that no one else was yet doing, or how scared I was to go against the grain, but I still did it. And what it showed other people is that it's also safe to be themselves as well. Finally, the third way to stand out as a coach is to run your business around your lifestyle. So it's easy to fall into this idea that you have to do all the things, be all the places, wear all the hats, and try to do so with grace and look like you're not burning out. But if we're being honest, it's exhausting. So for me, when I started my business, I started to be intentional about how can I create a business that also aligns my lifestyle. So for me, my lifestyle is business and babies. So I talk about my children as a part of my brand. I bring them on as a part of my brand. I involve them, right? Sometimes you'll see my daughters in my lives or my videos, or even I've had them interview before with different parts of my business. I show pictures of them. I show different meets and competitions that they have. I'm really big on blending business and babies. My business doesn't come before my babies, and it's a part of who I am. And I show other moms that it's okay to do that as well. Another piece of my business is I like to work out, but I also have a business and I also have children. So I'm doing a lot. And so for me, I remember when I first began my business, I was like, man, how can I kill two birds with one stone? And this was at the time when I really wanted to start doing like lives and stories and things like that. So what I started to do is when I would go on my morning walks, I would spend some time kind of meditating and just being mindful in the moment and enjoying my walks. And then I would pop on and I'd do a 5 or a 10-minute live just talking about like what I uncovered during my mindfulness or a message that dropped into my spirit that I wanted to share. And this went against the grain because everyone's getting on with fancy earrings and nice makeup and nice hair and a nice outfit. And me, I was out there like sweating bullets, and I'm getting on here sharing a message. And at first I was a little bit embarrassed, but so many people resonated with the message. They weren't even paying attention to what I looked for, what I was looking like. So many people would reach out and say, thank you so much. Or, oh, you just motivated me to work out this morning as well. And those sort of things. So I realized me going against the grain and aligning my business with my lifestyle allowed me to not only live a life in alignment, right? Live a business or create a business in alignment, but also show other people that it's possible as well. The truth is, building a profitable and impactful business doesn't have to be exhausting, doesn't have to be challenging, it doesn't have to be overwhelming. You can create a business of your dreams by living true to who you are, who you know you're called to be, and what it is you know you're called to do. Again, if you want more details about how to stand out as a highly sought after coach and in turn be able to sell out all of your offers, go ahead and use that link below so that you can join us, and I look forward to seeing you there.